Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to stay within the UK and take a look at one of their old boxed O.R.Ps. Now this particular one is a menu 15 from 2013, so it's coming up to 7 years old, well past its best before. So let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. So as you can see, I now have on the table this British O.R.P. Now this particular one is menu 15 and it has a production date of 2013. I don't know if that can focus there. So this one is coming up to 7 years old. It is now past its best buy date. It has been abused. I found this in the back of my car. It's been there through the summer, the winter, extremes of heat, hot and cold, so I have no idea how the contents have stood up to that. Hopefully they're good. So as we know by now, the older style used to come in a box, so we need to get that open. I'll bring in one of my knives seen in my previous reviews to help me with that, and they just have a simple clear tape seal. So what did you get back in 2013? Now, anyone that's into ration reviewing or viewing now knows the British Army have done away with the box and the later ones come in a brown bag. So these are now becoming few and far between, or they'll slowly disappear. So first off, we have a large accessory pack. Let's move this to one side. We have a caramel flavour instant hot chocolate drink. Just know if you can just see that there, leave that there for a moment. We have a tropical beverage base powder. We have a raspberry beverage base powder. A sweet cherry beverage powder. And a Slazenger orange isotonic beverage powder. I think that one's isotonic, where the others are just drinks. We have some fruity oat biscuits. There is the mixed berry oat biscuits. We have a Jack Link's peppered steak bar. To one side. The lemon flavoured sweets or candies. Let's see if I can get those in shot. We have the customary TP or tissues, whichever the need first arises. Keep going down the smaller items. We have a caramel cereal bar. I'll just slot that on with the drinks there. We have the fruit pocket, and this particular one is the orange cap, and that's apple and peach, so apple and peach there. We have some raw salted almonds. We have the Tabasco, little Tabasco sauce. These are starting to slowly disappear, which is a shame. Now I'm getting down to some of the mains. We have a apple turnover, a Bridgeford apple turnover. Will that just fit on there? I think it will just fit in shot. We have a chunky chicken and vegetable soup. There is a beans and potato in tomato sauce. There is a long grain rice. Difficulty getting them all in now. And to go with the rice, we have some chili con carne. So chili con carne and rice. Put those where they can be seen. And in the bottom of the box there there is just a contents list and a questionnaire about how much you enjoy the contents. So that just leaves the accessory pack to come back to. Now, it was the first one off the top. Pretty good size Ziploc bag, and in the accessory pack we have the old style spoon. This is before the newer spork, which we're all used to now, the large spork. There are 3 packets of V6 dental gum. Hopefully these are staying in shot on the edge there. I think they are. We have 2 antibacterial wipes, 2 Taifu brand tea. Let's see if I can keep those all in shot. I think they're just there. 2 coffees, 1 Kenko, 1 Nescafe. So 2 varieties of coffee, which is always nice. You have a choice. Still going. There are 4 sugar sticks. 4 beyond the beaten track creamers, coffee creamers, tea creamers or whiteners. Get those on. Some windproof, waterproof NATO matches, and finally 6 for 6 litres water purification tabs. So, as we now know, this is a very impressive set of contents. So let's come back with some of these on a tray and what I would consider breakfast. Welcome back, and as you can see, I now have what I would consider breakfast laid out on the tray. And being a true Brit, I do like to start the morning with a nice cup of tea, so I have some tea. A little bit of fresh fruit is also nice first thing in the morning. Again, a British thing, baked beans is always good for breakfast, so we have beans and potatoes in the tomato sauce. I have the orange sports drink. Again, a glass of orange is also nice first thing in the morning. The caramel cereal bar and the V6 dental gum to help clean your teeth after. So I think I'll start where I always start, and that is with the drinks. Now this is a Slazenger sports drink, isotonic sports drink. Does ask for 500 millilitres of water, and I did notice this particular one expired in December 2015, so that's 4 years ago now. So hopefully should still be in good condition. This glass is about 390 mils, 400 mils, so it will be a little bit stronger, but often I find that's better. Now when you open this, there is a smell of artificial orange powder, quite pronounced, and the smell of the acetane or sweeteners as well as sugar. So it is a light orange, quite granular looking powder, and using the old style spoon before the new spork, we'll get that mixed up with some cold water. Started off in colour looking peach as a stir, but now it's gone to a nice orange, and I will fill the glass to the top because, as I've already said, this glass is slightly smaller than what it calls for. Most of these drinks will be 500 ml size because the British canteen cup is 500 ml, so it makes sense to give you 500 ml of drink there. Just rinse my spoon, and we'll look at the Taifu tea, a well-known classic British black tea, known throughout the UK and a lot of the tea drinking world, I think now. It's just a standard little tea bag, and if you're going to let it brew for a long while, you could fill it right up but I'll give it about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup in this case. They are a smaller bag to a standard tea bag, I think. And I'm going to go straight away with the whitener and sugar. Now there'll be a lot of shouts out there, you can't put the whitener in until it's brewed, and there's a lot of controversy, milking first, milking after. To be honest, personal preference, I think. Just put the powder, the sugar in the whitener in there, a bit of a agitate about, and we'll just leave that a few minutes just to do its thing. The powder's gone a little bit clumpy there, the powdered milk, hope it hasn't gone off. We shall have a look at the fruit pocket, or the liquidized fruit. This is an orange cap, and it says orange, I don't know if that's picking it up. It's apple and peach flavour, so we have the apple and peach. Again, best before December 2015, so again, gone past its best. It has that brown top which they often have when you first open them. Keep going round. Cranberry cereal bar, best before 2015. These are all same sort of age range. As we know, these are just best before guides, not eat by guides, so they should still be perfectly good. And finally, the beans in tomato sauce, very hot, but this one is best before February 16. It's unusual to have different sorts of dates, but I suppose it happens in the packing factory sometimes. A little bit of old stock, get rid of it. And very nice portion of potatoes and beans. Let's get those poured out. Very, very hearty portion. They look and smell fine, considering how far out of date they are. And we'll open these V6 Strong Mint dental gum. Now they do look past their best. I don't know if you can see, they're very mottled and very rippled. Looks like they've been soft, they feel soft. I think they have seen better days a long time ago. We'll just put those there and see. So I'm just going to finish off making the tea. And again, there's controversy, squeeze the bag, don't squeeze the bag. I believe if you squeeze the bag you do seem to get a more bitter flavoured tea than what you do if you don't. So, standard English style looking tea. The milk has dissolved a little bit better now. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Age very rarely damages a good tea. It's a good all-round English, middle of the road, mid-price ranged, decent hot tea drink there. I think we'll take a look at the fruit juice next. I will squeeze a little bit of the cap off because, as usually happens, the tip goes a bit brown, and we'll just try some on the spoon there. Looks very much like a baby food. A little bit dark. I think the apple's been in there quite a while. It's gone a bit dark. Smells okay. Usually these have a very strong apple taste. This particular one, the peach is more prevalent. It's the peach you can taste over the apple, but still very nice, very decent, very sweet, pureed apple and peach flavour. Obviously you suck it straight out of the pouch as a rule, but very nice. Despite its age, still very good condition. Now, potatoes and beans. As the name suggests, that's exactly what it is. They are large cubes of potatoes in baked beans. So let's give those a taste. Quite sweet beans, plenty of flavour, absolutely no indication of being 3 or 4 years past their best. Perfectly edible. The potatoes are just cooked. They still have a little bit of texture, but they are not hard. Quite sweet, as I said before, probably from the amount of preservatives in there, but perfectly edible, perfectly fresh. They were good all around. Baked beans in tomato sauce, typical canned beans you'd get anywhere from potato cubes, but still very good, very nice condition. Wipe my hands out and take a look at this caramel cereal bar. Just break it in half there, not over my beans. Lots of fruits, lots of crispies. I think there might be some cranberries in there, certainly some raisins, sultanas. Soft, chewy, sweet. Four years out of date, but there is no indication of that. That is still a very enjoyable, sweet, crispy, berry filled, energy rich, tasty, slightly caramel flavour. There's not a lot of flavour of caramel, but it's honey sweetness. Very nice, very enjoyable. Let's have a look at the orange drink there. Wow, that is highly chemicalized. Trying to describe the flavour. I don't know if anyone has had vitamin C orange tablets. You can, in the UK, if you're feeling under the weather, unwell, you can get a vitamin C tablet. It's powdery, it's artificial tasting. That is the best way of describing this. If not, highly artificial flavoured. One of the worst flavoured oranges out there, and I have had some quite bad ones. To me personally, that is one of the worst. It is orange flavoured, but very chemically flavoured orange. Personally, one of my least favourite orange drinks. Now the gum gone soft, you can see, very soft and soggy. Just crispy shell has gone. No crispness to that whatsoever. Seen damp, seen better days. Still got lots of mint oil, lots of mint flavour, but I am going to remove that from my mouth. Excuse me, because that is soft and certainly way past being decent, but in its day would have been a very minty, mouth cleansing mint. So just one last thing to have a look at, the alcohol free antibacterial wipe, beyond the beaten track, and nice, large, stretchy, strong, still has the moisture, not scented, no scent or overtone left there. Nice, moist, cleansing, strong, large wipe there. So I'm going to leave it here. Quick recap. Thai food tea, standard British English style breakfast tea with the white nut and the sweetener, made a good all round decent tea. The worst thing in this ration, in this particular meal, for me, is the Slazenger orange drink. Very chemicalized. One of the worst chemical flavours. There is an orange, but it's super chemical orange flavour. It's an orange drink, may appeal to some people, but now as many as I've had, this is one of the worst orange flavoured drinks out of any ration. The fruit pocket, few years out of date, but still perfectly tasty, and for a change there is a strong flavour of peach over the apple. Usually when you have these, they have the apple which overpowers everything else, but this is very nice to try in reverse. Beans and potatoes, just that. Baked beans, canned beans with chunks of just cooked potatoes, certainly very filling. After all of this time out of date, there is no indication of the age. Slightly sweeter than canned beans, probably more than likely the result of the preservative, but that is what's kept it in such good condition, but certainly edible and enjoyable. Same with the cereal bar, few years out of date, but no indication. These dates always are the best before, not eat by. You're very rarely going to get poisoned by eating them past that. They just don't be at their peak in their prime, and these are certainly prove that. These are just slightly aged, but still perfectly enjoyable. The only thing which is probably still okay, but it's just soft. There is no crunchy, crispy. It does feel like it's at much better days, is the gum. So that is the breakfast. Overall, very successful, very enjoyable. So please join me in my next video where I take a look at their lunch and dinner components. So for now, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.